Good morning students, I am Jubaira Molvi. In the last class we have already discussed about force and types of forces. In this video we will see about pressure. So what do you mean by pressure? Let us see. What is the definition of pressure? The force acting per unit area, that is per unit area of surface, is known as pressure, or we can say that force per unit area is known as pressure. So it is the definition of pressure. It is in simple words. Force per unit area is called pressure. It means pressure is depending upon force as well as area. Let us see some important points about pressure. What is that? First one is not only the magnitude of the force but the area upon which it acts also affects the changes it may be bring upon an object. It means pressure is depending upon magnitude of the force, but the area upon which it acts also depend. It means pressure is depending upon force as well as area. That's why the force acting upon a unit area is known as pressure. Hence, the pressure exerted by an object depending upon the surface of area. It is depending upon the surface of area. If the surface is small, the amount of pressure is applied large. Let us move to the formula of pressure. What is that? Formula of pressure. Perpendicular force depend upon area. Perpendicular force upon area. As you know, the SI unit of force is Newton. It is denoted by N, and the SI unit of area is meter square. That's why pressure is equal to, that is Newton per meter square, and also called as Pascal and denoted by PA. So you see the SI unit of pressure, that is Newton per meter square, and also called as Pascal denoted by PA. See, pressure is a force exerted over an area of surface of an object. It is depending upon exerted over an area. It is depending upon area of the surface of an object. Just see this diagram. Force and pressure are not the same things. Force and pressure are not same things, but pressure decreases as the area over which a force is applied increases. See this diagram, both this one is pressure is greater because the area is small. Here pressure less because the area of the force is larger. Is it clear? See, for example, here knife, that is here sharp knife is there and here dull knife. Sharp knife is small area and the dull knife is larger area. That's why the force of the sharp area and the dull area are changes. The sharp knife exerted large pressure, that is sharp knife area large pressure on the surface due to the smaller of the content. That's why the pressure is depending upon, that is force upon area. Force upon area. The dull leaf exerted a small pressure on the surface due to the large area of contact. That's why pressure is depending upon force and area. So, since pressure is equal to force divided by what is the area. If we decrease the amount of area, pressure increases. If we decrease the amount of area, pressure increases. If we increase the amount of area, pressure decreases. Hence, we can say that is smaller the area, more the pressure. These 2 points are very important. The smaller the area, more the pressure. Higher the area, less the pressure. So these are the important points about pressure. Let us see some examples. First one, that is example of head or nail. Head or nail. Just you have to observe these diagrams. This diagram. Head of nail does not enter into the wood. This is a wood. This is the example of wood and nail. Head of a nail does not enter into wood by printed, that is, side goes into it. What is the reason for it? Head of a nail does not enter into wood. Head of the nail. Where is the nail? Here. Head of the nail does not enter the wood because head of nail occupy more area and the pressure is reduced. Here head of the pressure is reduced. So it is not able to exert enough pressure to go into the wood. Go into the wood. Just you have to observe this diagram is that larger pressure and this one is smaller pressure. Pointed side, that is pointed side. This one is pointed side goes into the wood because it is pointed size puts more pressure on small area. Here it is a small area, more pressure on a small area, hence it is able to go inside. So this is the first example of pressure. Let's see another example. As you know that pressure is depending upon force and area. See the second example. What is that? What is that second example? They put round cloth. Where is your round cloth? See here. A person put round cloth to increase size of the area on which weight falls. Size of the area on which weight falls. These are the weight forces. More the area, that is more the area and less the pressure on head. More the area, less the pressure on their head. So they find it easier to carry heavy weight as there is a low pressure. See here, heavy weight is the round piece of a cloth. Because of that cloth, to increase the size of area on which weight falls, that's why weight as there is a less pressure to carry luggages. Let's see another example. That is, it is easier to hammer sharp nail. This is your nail, this is your nail, and this one is hammer. This is a hammer. Okay. It is easier to hammer sharp nail, as we know that pressure is inversely proportional to the area. Pressure is depending upon area. That's why it is inversely proportional to the area. Therefore, less, there is your less, that is sharp nail is here. Less area, the more the pressure exerted. Therefore, it become easier to hammer that nail, easier to hammer that nail. That is the reason sharp nail preferred over a bended nails. So this is the example of weld strip, not width, it is a weld strip. Bags are used because they are easy to handle it. We know that pressure is inversely proportional to the area. Therefore, larger the area, the lesser the pressure exerted. Therefore, it becomes easy to carry school bags with a wide strip. Is it clear? Okay, let's see one more example. I have collected lots of examples for you, because to better understand what is the meaning of pressure and where we use the pressure in our daily life. And let us move next example, that is tools that are used cutting. Tools that are used are cutting and paring always have a sharp edge. As you know, it is a sharp edge. Sharp edge because as a person would apply the force, as a person will apply the force on the tool, it's a sharp nail. Sharp nail edge would exert more pressure due to less surface area, and the object would cut it easily. For example, when we cut an apple, we need to use the sharp nail. We need to use the sharp nail edge of the knife instead of blunt knife, because the sharp knife edge of knife as a smaller, as it is a smaller surface area, and we need to exert less force with higher pressure to cut this apple. Okay, is it clear? Let us move another example, that is the two tires of a tractor are wheeled because it minimizes the pressure exerted by a tractor on the ground. As a result, it becomes easier to move the tractor on a mud road. It is very easier to move tractor on a mud road because of the minimize the pressure exerted by the tractor on the ground. So it is a simple example for pressure. And one more example, especially for girls. What is that? It is the difficult to walk on sandy floor with a pencil heel. See here, pencil heels. We know that the pressure is inversely proportional to the area. Therefore, the lesser area, the more pressure exerted. Lesser area. As you know, the pencil heel is take a less area. That's why the pressure exerted it more. Therefore, it becomes difficult to walk on sand. Because of pencil heels. As it moves inside the stand, as nails as sharp and exerted more pressure, our heels get embedded into the soil and causes difficult to while walk. Even if we wear a flat shoes, we will have a difficult walk on sandy floor. So this is a special example for girls. And another example, I have collected lots of examples for you because it is better understand what do you meaning of pressure, where we use the pressure. Next example, that is camel. Camel can walk easily over the sand because it is a wide feet which allows them to walk on sand easily. Human beings on the other hand cannot as walk easily on sand as their feet less surface area. Therefore, our feet sink into the sand. So this is also example for pressure. Let us move formula of pressure. We already know that pressure is depending upon force per unit area, and pressure is equal to force. F means force divided by A means area. And the SI unit of force is Newton and the SI unit of area is meter per square. The SI unit of pressure is Pascal. That's why the unit of pressure is Pascal. The unit of pressure is Pascal. The alternate unit of pressure is Newton meter square. Newton meter square. See here, 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton meter square. 1 Newton meter square. It means 5 Pascal is equal to how much? 5 Pascal is equal to how much? That is 5 Newton meter square. Another example, 10 Pascal means how much? Of course, it is 10 Newton meter square. Is it clear? Okay, let us move forward. As you know, pressure is depending upon the per unit area is known as pressure. So pressure is depending upon force as well as area, and pressure is measured in newtons per unit, that is Newton per meter square, which is also called as Pascal, denoted with PA. And here Newton per pressure can also be measured in Newton per square millimeter, that is Newton per square millimeter, and also it is measured in, that is Newton per centimeter square. Pressure is measured in, that is Newton per meter square, and also Newton per square millimeter square, newtons per square centimeter square. Is it clear? Okay, let us move. As you know the formula of pressure. Pressure is equal to force divided by area. Pressure is equal to force divided by area. Here just you have to observe this diagram. What is that? F means force, A means area, P means pressure. So these are the important formulas about force and pressure. Let us see what are those. As you know, just you have to observe this diagram. That is here F is there, that is pressure, and this one is area, and this is pressure. P means pressure. So calculate first force is equal to, what is our formula? Just you have to take these two, that is P into, A into P. So force is equal to area into P, and now you have to take up pressure. For pressure, take here, this one is force, this one is area, this is, yes, this is pressure. Okay, now come to area. Area is equal to, just you have to take these two, that is force upon pressure. Force upon pressure. Now as you know, force equal to area into pressure, and which one is left? That is pressure. Now pressure equal to, take these two, that is force upon area. So this is about formula of pressure and area. Let's see one, force, area, pressure. First of all, pressure is equal to, where is your pressure? Pressure is equal to force divided by area. Force divided by area. If it is area means you have to take these two, force divided by pressure. Or if you want to take force, then you have to multiply with these two. A multiplied with P means area multiplied with pressure. Is it clear? Okay. Now, as you know about the formulas of area and pressure, let us move forward and take some problems regarding force and pressure. First one, what is your first one? First problem. Which is your first problem? See here. See, first read it. Calculate the pressure exerted by a force of how much? That is 200 N. 200 N means 200 Newton. Newton, of course,ly the pressure is given, that is pressure is equal to 200. Pressure is equal to 200, okay, because it is in Newton, and which applied over area is given. So area is given, A equal to 4. We have to calculate P. We have to calculate the value of P. That's why, what is your formula? That is P equal to F divided by A. Force divided by area. That's why P is equal to, force means 200 divided by pressure means how much is given? 4. So it cancel, 4 ones are 4, 5s are 20. So the answer of pressure is, that is 50 Pascal. 50 Pascal. Is it clear? Okay, let us take one more example. which is your first one, that is if a weight of that is 200 Newton is given. Again here Newton means force is given and the surface area is given meter square. You have to calculate the pressure. That's why simple, P is equal to how much force is given, 200 divided by area is given, that is 5. 5 get cancelled and 4s are 20. Answer is 40 Pascal. Is it clear? Okay, let us move next. Another example, that is what force must be applied to a surface area of 0.0025 meter square. 0.0025 meter square. It means area is given here. To create a pressure, that is Pascal. To create a pressure, it means area is given here and pressure is given. Then what you have to calculate? Of course, you have to calculate force. Then what is the formula of force? What is the formula of force? That is F is equal to pressure into area. Pressure into area. Then multiply it both. To see that pressure is given how much? That is, see here, multiply with these two, the answer is 500 Newton. That is force is equal to 500 Newton. Is it clear? Okay, let us take another example. Another example, calculate the pressure, produce a force. How much is given force here? 400 N means force is given and area is given 2.0 meter square. You have to calculate the pressure. So as you know, the formula of pressure is, that is force per area. Force per area. So force how much is given? That is 800 divided by 2.0. 2.0 means the value of 2.0 is, of course, it is only 2. That's why 200 divided by 2.0 means it is 2. 2 are 2, 4 are 8, 00. So the answer is, it is your answer, that is 400 Pascal. Is it clear? Let us take another example. It is your next example. The force of how much is given? 500 Newton works on a surface is given. It means Newton is force is given and a surface area is given. You have to calculate the pressure. What is your pressure formula? Pressure formula, that is F. Pressure is equal to F divided by A. F is given, that is 500 divided by A. How much? 2.5. 500 divided by 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. It means you have to convert it in decimal to fraction form. 2.5 means you have to take it 25. You have to remove that point. Remove that point. When you are removing the point, just you have to take one more 0 in the nominator. Is it clear? Now you have to cancel it. 25 1, 25 2 is 50, 0 0. So the answer is 200. How much? The answer is 200 Pascal. Is it clear? Why we take 25 here? Because we have to remove that point. We have to take 25. Remove that point. Just you have to give a 1 0 because it is only single digit after point. Is it clear? Okay. Today we will discuss lots about pressure. What is this? That is, first one is definition of pressure. What is that? Pressure is force per unit area. Pressure is force per unit area. And what is the formula of pressure? That is force divided by area, and the SI unit of force is Newton and the area is meter square. That's why the SI unit of pressure is Newton per square, or we have to call it as a Pascal. And next, what is the relationship? As you know, the pressure of a given force increases, surface area is decreases. The force increases, the surface area is decreases. So examples, What are the examples? We already learnt about the sharp knife. We already know about the sharp knife. It is example. A sharp knife has a very small surface area on its cutting edge so that the high pressure can be exerted to cut the meat, etc. And another example, just you have to observe these examples: footwears and bicycle and nail. We already discussed it. So this is about today's topic. Is it clear? And you also practice some examples regarding pressure. So in all the examples that we have seen in this video, it is solid which is apply, that is solid apply pressure on another solid. Solid applies pressure on another solid. Then to liquid, then liquid also applied pressure. We will see it in the next video. We'll see it in the next video. So dear students, this is all about today's session, that is pressure and the formula of pressure, and we have already discussed lots of problems about pressure. In the next video we will discuss about pressure in the liquid section. So until, take care. Bye bye dear. Thank you.